it's just when so many people tell you you're not going to do something, you're like, no, yes, I am. And then things get in the way of it. You're like, maybe they were right. And then you do something like that. It just feels awesome. It's like a high that you get in no other way. There's very few better feelings than that kind of milestone success. It felt good. And then to get to stay and do the pay-per-view as well. I got to be on Destination X, like the X Division. I was such an X Division nerd. Like that, it was
Yeah,
just
you were in
awesome.
a four-way with Scorpio Sky, who was Mason Andrews at the time, Dakota Darso, yourself, and Rubix, who is Jigsaw, another guy I'd love to talk to in the
That's right.
future
My
because
boy
he's so
Jigsaw.
good.
Dude, Jigsaw, I mean, I brought him out for the second Raise the Bar wrestling show. We had to. He's someone I've always thought was so good, and the West Coast would love him. And he just never really came out here that much. He did one PWG, I think. But like he's just such a staple of the East Coast, and like he was just one of the best. And being in that match with him was awesome. You know, he made me look like $1 million. I can never thank him enough for how good he made me look out there. And then me and Sky got to bring it home together hot the way we had on Hollywood TV, the exact same finish we had done in that match we talked about where I got knocked out. We did it on the pay-per-view because I ran it by D'Lo. As soon as he said Sky was up, I was like, please let me like lose. Let me be the one to go under to this. And D'Lo, we explained it to him and I think I may have even showed him a clip and he was like, you have to do that. And we did it and it went off without a hitch.
Actually, there's a slight mix-up. The match with Scorpio that we talked about last time was the one during the pandemic where it was your first match back in a while. So
Oh, that's right. I thought we
the
were talking
knockout
about
one we have to go over a different
the
time, hopefully.
knockout one. I swore we talked about that. Oh, that's right.
We'll save it. Hopefully, if we do a third, which again I hope we do, we'll definitely have to go over the knockout story because I would love to hear about that in the
Oh
future.
yeah, I got to take that post down though because it's confusing. So I'm gonna delete my confusing post. Wrong
No
one.
worries. I saw
But
and I
yeah.
wasn't completely sure. I was like, did he get knocked out in that match and didn't mention it? And I was like,
Mm-mm.
we don't have to worry about it. But
No, no,
yeah,
no. But
it's just
yeah. Whoops.
but what a cool, situation. What a cool opportunity. Did you know, like, at the Impact taping, did they say, "Hey, we want you to come back on Sunday," or did you
Well,
already know we want you for these two
yeah,
days?
they had
Or
told me ahead of time. They were like, so basically, Sky was on the Thursday before me, and they're like, hey, if you're gonna commit to this, we need you to commit to the pay-per-view as well, because you'll be on there in some format. They weren't sure if they were gonna do like a scramble or whatever. So Sky got told, hey, we'll bring you, we'll send you home, and then we're gonna bring you back and send you home. And then me, they're like, hey, we're gonna bring you. You guys stay till Sunday. Good luck. And I was like, oh. Okay. So like I mean like they covered my flight and stuff, but yeah, I had no money at the time either. And I had to pay for like 3 days in a hotel. I had no way to get around, so I literally didn't leave the room not once. I
wow,
had a bunch of tuna and protein bars in my backpack that I survived on, plus the pizza. Like I just lived in that hotel room for 3 days till it was time for the pay-per-view. And I had no way to get to the pay-per-view if it wasn't for Frankie Kazarian. Sky got dropped off there from the airport, and then Frankie picked us up. Thank God, because I had no way to the pay-per-view.
it's very cool that he did that though.
Oh yeah,
Did
yeah,
you?
yeah. Frankie's always been very good to me.